Hey! Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? I hope you are well. And now is the moment where we find out if we are actually live. Facebook says we're live. Hopefully, some people are going to join me live, and then I will know that you're all out there. So, I am going to keep blathering on until someone jumps in the comments to say hello and to let me know that you are there. Let's have a little look. Good. All right, cool. So, please, if you're watching, jump in the comments. Let me know you're here. Give me a little thumbs up to let me know that you are there. Give me a heart if you're enjoying what we're talking about. And we are going to be doing, I'd like this to be as interactive as possible today. So please do ask questions in the comments. It's a little bit slow usually in terms of like me there we go, it's got some people in there already. Claire's in there. Hi Claire, and Deb all the way from New York as well. Hello. Lovely to have you both in. Thank you for commenting because it really helps me to know that I'm not just talking to the ether, and also that my mic is working, so that's great. Good to have you both here. Anyone else who is joining us as well, please just yeah, keep commenting, keep um, dropping your questions in there. If I would love to get this out to as many people as possible, so just take a moment while we're still waiting for some people to see this. If you would be so kind as to share this to your profile, I would really appreciate it because it gets it out there to more people, and it helps the algorithm and all of that kind of thing. If people are sharing it, then Facebook will show it to more people. And what we're going to do today is really awesome, and I would just love for as many people to have this as possible. So if you are joining now as well, feel free to let everyone know whereabouts you're joining from. I know I gave yours away, Deb, but anyone else want to drop in the comments where you're coming from, and if you're in a different time zone to me, so it's 6 p.m. in the UK here, you can always drop in and let us know what time it is there for you as well. So let's crack on. I want to move on fairly quickly because I don't want to keep too much of your time. That's really the key to this, is to let you know you can do movement and exercise in a short period of time, and it is worth it. It is worth doing. Okay, so and for that reason, I know you're all busy and I don't want to keep you too long. We're going to be here no more than half an hour, I promise. If I can do it shorter, unless I have a billion questions, then that would also be amazing. It's a 2-day session, so today and tomorrow, and we're basically focusing around the idea of finding time to get a regular movement practice in place, even though you're super busy. Okay, so we're going to cover some fantastic stuff in the next 30 minutes. Yeah, if you haven't already, please just pop over and share this on your own profile just so I can get it out to as many people. If you haven't already, if you're just jumping on now and you haven't registered, then please do so. There is a link in the comments to register. And although this is live on Facebook, you can obviously, and I'm going to leave this up on my Facebook profile, if you've registered, I'm going to send you the movement practices that we're going to do as like separate YouTube videos so you can save them. Plus you're going to get an extra special bonus video. Plus you're going to get an access to a discount code for something I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. So it's really worth registering, and I'll leave that comment up as well, so you can always register after as well. So please do use this if there's anyone joining. Hi Leslie, how you doing? And if you are people joining now, sometimes people tend to join a few minutes late. Keep dropping in the chat where you are from, and let me know you are out there. So any questions in terms of movement fitness and or your struggles to keep them going, please drop them in the box, because then I can answer and like kind of direct this session towards what people need. I'm not the oracle, So if you have a suggestion yourself that will help answer someone else's question, please also do put that in the comments as well. More brains are better than one, and sharing all of our knowledge and all of our experiences is a great way to, just help us all. But I would really like to know, what is your biggest obstacle to regular exercise at the moment? Okay, so pop that in the comments. So that's an important question. What's your biggest obstacle? Once you've identified this obstacle, that's totally key to moving forward and getting going and working out how you can get past that obstacle and get some regular exercise and movement into your life. So while I'm waiting for you to do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about me for those of you who don't know me. I'm a personal trainer and movement coach based in Brighton in England, and I'm totally obsessed with bodies and movement and learning all about how they work, and most recently neurology of movement, which is my new obsession. But it came out of my passion for dance, and I had some fantastic dance teachers at the beginning of my career who all encouraged strength and flexibility to improve dance technique and preventing injuries. And as I developed in my dancing, but also in doing this cross training, I also noticed some amazing benefits in my everyday life. My knees that were painful in my early 30s went away. I thought I was like, oh, I'm a person who has bad knees, and I kind of accepted, oh, I have bad knees. No, I don't have bad knees at all. My knees are totally fine, and that's because I look after them and do movement and strength work for them. However, back in those days, I had a full-time job. I wanted to practice dance, and I wanted to do this cross training that was really helping me feel amazing. So it took a lot of trial and error over the years to get a regular movement practice in place. And if I'm honest, it's always a work in progress as my life changes and different things are going on. So I'm always moving things around. But over the years, I have developed some great systems to get it all done. And since I've become a full-time movement coach, I really pride myself on helping my clients fit their own exercise routine into practice into their busy lives, and trying to help get through the resistance and overwhelm, because we all feel it. I still feel it after years and years of doing this. So let's see. Deb struggles with motivation. Hi, Nikki. How you doing? It's dark and I'm tired. Yeah, I know. I feel that one as well. It is. I feel those two kind of go hand in hand a little bit. Motivation and it's dark and tired. Motivation, Deb. I mean, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but Deb is actually a super active person. She does lots of regular dance classes as well. So I would say you're a pretty motivated person. So I think with motivation, one of the people that I follow was talking about motivation, and the key with motivation is that it doesn't just come. Like if you're waiting for motivation to come to do the thing, to do your exercises, to do whatever it is, it's never going to happen. It's doing the thing that helps to create the motivation. Yeah, so it works the other way round. So for example, getting up and doing some exercise and then feeling good about it and remembering that you felt good about it, like, holding that feeling in your mind, this feels really good, reinforces it in your brain, right? And then next time you come to do it and you're not feeling like doing it, but you can remember how good you felt afterwards, that's going to help to reduce some of the resistance, and hopefully that kind of ties in a little bit for you as well, Nikki, with I know it's dark and it kind of like that tends to make us feel a bit closed in. We're going to do the practice today we're going to do, and the movement practices for the back of the body, and I thought that would be really useful because we tend to kind of like feel a bit like this when we're cold. And if you're watching this from a place in the world that isn't cold right now, then lucky you. So we're going to do some stuff for the back of the body to kind of like energize the back of the body and hopefully make us feel a bit more open. And again, when you're feeling tired, the last thing that you sometimes want to do is then do more movement. You just want to rest. But even just doing a little bit of something, and Nikki, you know how it goes. Like if you do a little bit of something, it does make you feel energized. It does make you feel better. And again, it's that just hanging on to that feeling and knowing how good it's going to make you feel after you've done it, and keeping it small and keeping it easy to do, right? And not making it into too much of a thing, you know, small and easy, like so easy that it would be silly not to do it, you know. And we're going to do like a practice of about 5 to 10 minutes today. But even, you know, shorter than that, you know, just standing up and doing like 10 star jumps, you know, or 10 squats, or just like swinging your arms. Oh, I'm catching things. But like you're just doing like a spine rotation, standing up and just doing rotating in your spine for like 10 on each side, just to kind of like move and just clear off the cobwebs a little bit. Even that can help a little bit. Claire's got a few work, children, and currently trying to find energy levels with perimenopausal symptoms. I hear ya, girl. Um, yeah, it is challenging. And again, I think that goes on with the tiredness. It's something that's kind of holding you back. It's maybe discomfort, for example. That might be holding you back from doing it. And again, it's something that is going to really boost your endorphins, and it's going to make you feel great. And it's the challenge is actually doing that, and it's the balance of like the short-term reward versus the long-term reward, you know, or the reward that's like right now, which is like curling up on the sofa and eating a big box of chocolates, or whatever it is for you, right, and under the duvet, versus the long-term reward, you know, or the slightly more for harder to get to reward of all of those endorphins of feeling good and knowing that you've done something good for your body. Again, Claire, what we're going to do is a really short practice, and just trying to you're going to get on your email some short sequences as well. And I think when you've got a busy schedule, it's finding 5 minutes that you can regularly commit to. And I know it's difficult with the boys running around your feet all the time. But is there like 5 minutes before they come home from school, like when you you know, get home from school, you know, or do they go off and play? Do they go off and watch TV when they get home from school? And just before you even start making their dinner, you know, it's like, okay, cool, this is my 5 minutes, right? You know, shut the door for the moment. I think they're maybe old enough you can hope they won't kill each other for 5 minutes, hopefully. But yeah, just like, and rather than thinking, oh, I'll do this later, you know, or think I'll do it at some point during the day, really taking time to carve out that time for yourself, even if it's just 5 minutes, even if it's only once or twice a week, you know, that's a really good start. And rather than thinking even that you have to do it every day, right? If it's just like 1 or 2 days a week where you know you're going to have that time, absolutely non-negotiable in your diary, right? As if you were, you know, making it a date with a friend or something. You know, you wouldn't let your friend down. So in the same way, treat yourself as you would treat your best friend. Okay. Hopefully those little tips help a little bit. All right, so I realise I'm blathering on a little bit, and I would love to get us moving, and we can have a quick chat afterwards a bit more if you like as well. So we're going to transition to a space where you can move. Hang on, let me just see what my camera is showing. Right. Okay, so I need to angle this down a little bit. We're actually going to be, oh, I'm glad you love that. Awesome, Claire. On our tummies today, or on our fronts a little bit, because we're going to be working the back of the body. So you'll need space that you can lie down on your front. As you can see, I'm very space bereft in here, so you don't need too much space because you only need as much space as what I've got. Okay, and actually let's start by sitting. Sorry. We got enough light. Yes, we have. Okay, cool. So we're going to start by sitting, and you can be cross-legged, or you can sit in whatever comfortable position for you. Ideally, if you can kind of hold onto your legs, this is going to help you. So I'll just let you get a moment to get into your position and get seated, and then let's just take some deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And again, 2 more, breathing in and out. Last one, breathing in and out. Nice. Okay, cool. So we're just going to get the spine moving a little bit. So I'm going to drop my chin to my chest and I'm going to arch the spine back, and I'm holding onto my knees a little bit so that I can go back a bit further than I would do. And then I'm going to open up across the chest, pull the shoulders back a little bit and look up towards the ceiling. Still keeping length in the back of the neck. And I didn't say this before we started, keep moving for me, but if you have any injuries, please take it very easy. Obviously, I can't see anybody, so you have to look after your own body. Please take responsibility for your own body and just move as much as feels good. So I'm basically allowing the back to round back, chin to chest, and then bringing the chest forwards and opening up across the chest, lifting the head up. Let's just do one more like this. So rounding back, hanging onto your legs to go as far as you can, and then you can use your legs as levers as you come forwards. Nice, good. And then just come back to sitting as you were. I'm going to switch to the cross of my legs. So if you've got crossed legs, you can do that as well. And then I'm just going to drop my ear to the shoulder, chin to chest, ear to the other shoulder, and looking up. So keep going for me, making circles with the head. So if you feel any discomfort, you want to kind of back off from that. If you don't, obviously keep moving. That's going in a different direction. And just make the movement smaller and keep breathing. And try and stay as relaxed as possible through all of this. So this is designed to be a nice movement, hopefully, and circling around to the other side. And we're going to get a little bit more challenging in a moment, come back to center. We're going to go back in the other direction. We're just going to make it a bit bigger. So we're just going to curve a bit more into the spine and then rounding the back like we were before. And then curving into the spine a bit more, really opening up across the chest. And then rounding to the side, chin to chest, rounding to the other side, and open up. Let's do 2 more of these in the other direction. Round, curving over to the side, rounding forwards, curving to the other side, and opening up. And 1 more, coming all the way around, and open and come to neutral. So hopefully your spine's feeling a little bit warmer now. We're already starting to loosen things up a little bit. So now we are going to come onto your tummy. I'm just going to adjust my mic as we come down. And you're going to want your forehead onto your hands to start off with. I'm going to lift my head up intermittently so that I can talk to you. And let me just pop the mic there. There we go. So forehead on the hands. And we're just going to start by just lifting the head up off the hands and bringing it back down again. So we're lifting and lowering, just creating a nice little arch in the upper back. And while you're doing this, we're breathing. So if you want to connect the breath to the movement, you could possibly think about breathing out as you lift and in as you come down, or you can do the reverse. Doesn't really matter, just as long as you are breathing. And I'm also thinking about my lower back. I've got someone with an imaginary piece of string attached to my tailbone, and they're gently lengthening in my lower back, which should create a little bit of space in the vertebrae and also maybe lift the belly up off the mat a little bit. Get some little bit of core stabilization here, but really thinking about that lengthening in the spine. Good. All right. So just relaxing for a moment, keeping that forehead resting on the hands. And if you'd like to progress this a little bit further, I'm going to make it a bit more challenging. As we progress, each time it's going to be totally optional, and you can always go back to a previous version if you're not feeling the option I'm going to give you. Okay. So back to forehead on the hands. This time you're going to lift your head up, but you're going to bring your hands and your arms up with you. So we're really getting into the upper back now. So you may be able to do this, but you can only come up couple of inches, that's totally fine. You may be able to do this and you can come up a little bit further. And we're basically working into the back of the body. So not only is this something when we're feeling cold that we just want to huddle up, also if you think about all of the time that we're maybe spending at our desks or on our phones, and our back muscles get neglected. So this is another really good one for working with that. We're going to do 4 more like this. 4 and 3, 2, and 1 more. And just coming down. And let's just bring the arms down by the sides for a moment and just relax the shoulders. Give them a wiggle, whatever you feel like you need to do. And then just come back to your hands underneath your forehead again. So then from here, we're going to do the same, but or similar actually, but with the legs. So we're just going to do one leg at a time. And have I got room? I'm just going to scoot forwards a bit. There we go. So I'm going to lift one leg up and bring it back down again. So your forehead is down on your hands. I've just got mine up so I can talk into the mic. And you can have a relaxed foot or a pointed foot, but I want you as much as possible to keep the legs straight. Sometimes the tendency can be for the leg to bend, but I want you to keep the legs straight as much as you can. So really working the glutes and the hamstrings, getting the back of the body nice and activated. Good. Trying to get the thigh all the way up off the mat and keeping that length in the low back that we spoke about at the beginning. Good. Keep it going. We're going to do 4 more. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Good. And then just relax and maybe just wiggling the hips side to side to release a little bit. Okay. So we're going to do another one for the upper body actually, and we're going to do a variation on what we did previously, and we're going to turn it into a twist. So if you want to do this variation, maybe just watch me for one. You're going to come up with your hand stuck to your forehead, but as you come up, you're actually going to twist to one side and kind of open up to the side like so, and then come down and then twist to the other side. So we're just getting into the muscles in a bit of a different way. Okay, so we'll go for 5 on each side. If you like and it feels a bit challenging, you can also do the same thing, but the elbow can stay down on the floor. Okay, so that will be a really good option to do as well. So choose your own adventure as always. And when you're ready, let's go. Lifting and twisting and coming back down. Lift and twist to the other side and come back down. Lift and twist and down. Lift and twist and down. Keep it going. Lift and twist. Come down. Keep that length in the lower back. Imaginary person pulling on that tailbone. We've got 4 more to do. 2 on each side. And down. Lift and twist. And down. Last 1 on each side. Lift and twist. And down. And lift and twist. And down. And relax. And then just maybe wiggle your hips side to side again. And just take some breaths. We're going to do 1 more round, and we're going to combine that with a leg lift. Yes, so I had to check which one I was going to do. So again, optional increase. You can just do the arms or just do the legs. Or if you want to try, whichever side you're kind of lifting the elbow more on, that's the opposite leg, that you're going to lift at the same time. Okay, so if you want to watch me for one, when I'm open, this is my right elbow, for example, I'm going to be lifting my left leg. Okay, and you don't have to lift super high. Okay, so if you're feeling anything in your back or anything like that, just, take it easy, or you can just do the arms. Maybe you could do 1 round of arms and then 1 round of legs and then 1 round of arms and 1 round of legs if doing them together feels like too much right now. So choose your own adventure as always. And we're going to do, again, let's do 8. So if anyone is doing arms and legs, no, 12. Let's do 12. Then it makes it nice and even. Okay, so your choice whether to do them separately or together. Here we go. So we're opening up and coming down, and opening up and coming down. Good. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. That was 4. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. See, if you're just doing arms, that was arms. And now if you're just doing legs, this is the legs. And we've got another 4 to do, or another 1 of each, or another 2 of each, sorry. Good. And last ones. Lift and lift and release down. Very nice. Good job. That's most of the hard work done, I think. Let's just wiggle the hips side to side. And gently and slowly pressing yourself up to all fours. Let me grab my mic. And coming on to all fours. And hopefully that feels great in your back and in your spine. We're just going to arch the spine looking forwards, tilting the tail up. And then rounding the spine looking towards your belly button. Oh, frog in my throat. And again, arching the back looking forwards and up, shoulders down. And rounding the back, looking towards the belly button. And again, looking forwards and up. And round the spine. We're going to do something, if that's cat-cow, or a variation of, we're going to do something that I call disco cat. So we're going to take arching the back, looking up, and now we're going to take the hips to the side. The head's going to go to the opposite side. Sorry, same side as the hips, and it's the rib cage that goes to the opposite side. And we're basically making a circle with the torso and with the hips and with the heads all at the same time. But don't overthink it. Just think about circles with the spine. Good. And when you've done 2 in one direction, let's go in the other direction for 2. And 1 more. Nice big juicy circles of the spine. And come back to sitting on your heels. And you are done for today. Well done. Hopefully that feels good. Come back to your screens. I would love to know how that feels. Please do drop a comment to let me know how that has gone for you. I'm going to quickly go back to my notes and see if there's anything else I wanted to talk to you about today. So I don't know how long we were moving for, maybe about 10 minutes there. Hopefully it felt good. I have a little saying, 5 minutes is better than no minutes. Obviously that was a bit longer than 5 minutes, but while I've got you captive, may as well do a little bit more. The videos I'm going to send you, if you've registered, are definitely a bit shorter. I've kept them short for you because I want to make it easy for you. I want it to be a no-brainer. You know, I want it to be like, I've definitely got 5 minutes. You know, I can definitely do this. Okay. There's a misconception that your exercise has to be an hour long. That would be great, obviously. Like, you know, if you have time, then you have time. Great. But if you don't, starting with 5 minutes is the key, and it really, really is enough. 5 minutes is always better than no minutes. Okay. And I know from personal experience that these movement snacks, you can think of them like movement snacks, can have a massive difference on your well-being. They can make you feel more energized, boost your mood, build strength, build your confidence, and keep those aches and pains at bay. Okay, and my clients all say the same thing as well. So if you've registered, I know most of you who are in the chat have registered, which is great. I'm going to send you those videos. Put them somewhere where they're easy access. So if you can save it as a link on your phone home screen or on your computer desktop. So again, you're cutting down the resistance of thinking, oh, where did I save that video? I have to open Charlotte's emails or whatever it is. Don't even think about that. Like, get it as soon as I send you the link. Hopefully I'm going to do it either tonight or tomorrow. Get it saved somewhere obvious that you can get to it easy. Okay. One of the biggest barriers to getting moving is not knowing what to do, or being overwhelmed by the amount of choice that there is out there. You were like, oh, yeah, I could find a video on YouTube, but there's so many out there. So again, this is why I'm trying to make it easy. This is just like one that you can do. Okay. You have to be realistic when you're busy. You have to kind of compromise a bit on doing this really long practice perhaps, but you just have to embrace, I spoke about this a moment ago, embrace the discomfort in the present for the benefit of your future self. Okay, so in the short term, it's like, think about doing a little practice when you're already feeling tired. It's either going to energize you, it's going to help you to relax, maybe release some stress, to switch off. Keeping a regular practice going throughout the winter, throughout the holiday season, means you're not going to feel so sluggish in the first week of January. Yeah, everyone puts off starting their new exercise routine till January. I think that's so rubbish, because you're already feeling like really sluggish and you've eaten too much and you're just like, blah. Like, if you can do something now, even though you're super busy in the holiday season, like, get that good practice in place. You're gonna, yes, obviously you're gonna eat a lot probably, and you're not gonna do as much movement or exercise as you might otherwise do, but you're already gonna have a good head start in January. And long term, persisting with a regular practice, sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's irregular, but it's going to give your body the resilience and strength to manage whatever life throws at you. Okay, it's going to help your immune system as well. So those of us in winter, it's going to be good for us in that case too. So I think that's it for today. Let's have a little look. I need to do the chest raises regularly, especially the twists. They were challenging but good. Awesome. Didn't realise how much room my stomach muscles were, especially on the leg raises. Feels good. Awesome. Good. Just as long as it feels good, and the ruined means that it was challenging as opposed to painful. So yeah, so be careful. We haven't really got time to go into too much about pain today. But if anything is painful, don't go there. Mild discomfort is okay. But moderate to obviously unacceptable pain, not so good. All right, but I'm glad that feels good. Leslie, nice. Spent all day marking, so that was spot on. Excellent. And Deb feels energized. Amazing. That's fantastic. And also, if you're watching this on catch up as well and you want to let us know how that went for you, or if you've got any questions, please do pop them in as well. You can still catch up, so you can still use the comment section. And if you tag me, then I will make sure to come back to you. You found it challenging. Good. That's the point. Awesome. All right. So unless anyone's got any more questions, we're going to leave it there today. We're going to be back at the same time tomorrow. I've got an exciting announcement for you tomorrow. We're going to do another movement practice. We're going to be standing up tomorrow. Also, it's going to be a bit more energetic. Okay, so we really are going to get energized. This one was kind of a bit more like, getting the spine moving, getting the back muscles going, a bit more kind of core focused. Tomorrow, we're going to be getting the heart rate up. Okay, so be prepared for that. It's going to be standing. Don't worry, it's not going to be long. It's going to be short, but it's going to make us feel good. It's going to make us feel warm. So thank you so much for joining me, whether it was on live or on the replay. I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your day, and take care. Mwah.